All right, y'all, man. It's your boy Humble at least 2 times for me. Back in the video, man. For me, follow the Instagram at Humble at 2 times. Now look, just for today's time, we're talking about the power of instruments, Decoded. Now look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving a huge shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock me, show love, support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more than love, always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. I'm going to say it one more time. Just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. Let's go ahead and get ready to the video. Now look, right? The truth about instruments, right? Decoded. Now look, right, with instrument, the power of instruments, decoded. Now look, right, with like I was talking about a little bit somewhat in my other video that I recorded today. The thing about instruments is instruments, right, are not just an instrument, right? It's not just something, oh, well, I can just play it, you know, I can entertain myself. Yeah, you can. But instruments, it's a deeper meaning, it's a deeper energy to instruments. See, instruments, you can connect your power to instruments, right? If you've watched the show, it was on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's on Netflix now because it's been a minute since I've really been on Netflix. But if you watch this show on Netflix called Umbrella Academy, right? If you watch that that show, right, you know that one of the main characters was like a woman, right? And she played the guitar. And what happened when she played the guitar? Like lightning would come out the sky or whatever. Like she connected her energy to the guitar. See what I'm saying? And it's not just, oh, the guitar was giving her power. Yes, it was, but she was also giving power to the guitar as well, right? See, instruments can also be a portal, right? See, what does a portal usually look like? When you think of a portal, what shape do you think of? You think of a zero, and I might make a whole separate video on zero because zero represents God, right? No lie. Now look, right? Now, see, when you're using instruments, instruments can help you open up portals, no lie. Also, with instruments, right, you can use your energy and you can tap into, because everybody has powers. Even if you don't have a soul and you just have a spirit, you still have some type of power, some type of gift. Everybody has a purpose. Like everybody has a purpose. Even if you are a spirit and you got a spirit and a soul, or you're just a soul with a spirit, or you're just a spirit only, or if you got neither a spirit or a soul, you still have a purpose. A robot, yes, a robot has a purpose. Everything has a purpose, right? Even like this right here. Yes, this right here has a purpose, right? Everything has a purpose, right? If something didn't have a purpose, it would not be created. Everything that is created has a purpose. If it didn't have a purpose, it wouldn't even exist. Just being honest. Now look, right? So with instruments, right? See, certain different instruments hold different energies to them, right? See, just because you play an instrument, let's say you play the piano, right? And you're using your powers, using your gifts, because we all have powers. Like, yes, did he say powers? Yes, I said powers. Like, you know how you watching like Marvel or something, and like how they have powers, and or Superman, he's flying in there and all this. Yes, you have powers, yes. So look, right? No matter what your race, what you believe in, etc., everybody has powers. And I don't recommend anybody to believe in something, because when you are believing in something, that is just a higher form of hoping. It's imperative and it's important to know. You know what I mean? You know 2 + 2 is 4, right? But you believe in this religion. You know what I mean? Etc. Not trying to be mean or anything like that. I'm just being real with you. Now look, right? So with instruments, right? Let's say one of your powers, right, is telekinesis, right? So you naturally know how to like telekinesis, right? So you naturally know how to no, let's say telepathy. Actually, let's say one of your powers is telepathy, right? So you're very good at communicating with people without verbally speaking. You're very good at communicating with people without having to like talk to them verbally, without having to get on the phone and call them or text them. You just know how to naturally use telepathy, right? So when you grab this instrument, let's say you grab the bongos, right? My bad if I'm saying it wrong. Let's say you grab the bongos. You start playing the bongos, and then now you're using your telepathy through the bongos. So now when you're playing the bongos, whoever you think about, they're going to hear the instrument, and whatever you're trying to tell them or speak to them about, they're going to hear it through the bongos. They're still going to hear the frequency and the music of the bongos, but they're also going to hear you talking and telling them whatever you want to tell them through the bongos. You see what I'm saying, bro? This is like, it gets deep. All my videos on this channel connect, bro. If you've really been paying attention and really been tapping in on my videos, then you know all my videos connect, bro. Every single video I've dropped on this channel connects, y'all. Literally. Yes, it gets deep, y'all. Yes, it gets, that's a lot to take in right there. That's a lot that's a lot for me to take in. That's a lot to take in right there, what I just said, right? And that's just an example. I like, it's so, and with some other people, if they play the bongos, it's gonna do something different because everybody got their own powers. Everybody's powers is different. Everybody's energy is different. Everybody's aura field is different. Nobody's aura field is exact same. You know what I mean? Like that's just facts. Excuse me. Now look, right? So when it comes to the instruments, right? Instruments can be a high vibrational thing or it can be a low vibrational thing. It just depends on your intentions. What are your intentions? What are you trying to attract? Are you trying to attract? Because music is an attractive, and music is an attractive thing. Instruments are an attractive things. Why do you think you turn on a certain music, the women want to twerk? You turn on a certain music, now the men, they mad or they ready to fight somebody, they go shoot somebody. Ain't nobody done nothing to them the whole entire day. Right, and I'm just giving some examples, y'all. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, just giving some examples. Right, because of the frequencies, the music, the frequency. See, when you're using instruments, you can put spells on people. That's what a lot of people don't realize. See, a lot of these record labels, the people that make beats, a lot of them know that. A lot of them know like certain frequencies and certain hertz and certain ding, a certain sound or a certain vibration or a certain hertz for a certain amount of time with a certain word repeating itself, etc., a certain word, etc., can hypnotize and hypnose somebody to go do something that they don't even be fully conscious and aware of what they're doing, right? So with the instruments, right, you can use your powers and your energy, and you can like plug your energy into the instrument, and you may unlock new energies and new powers through the instrument. So the instruments aren't just something to play on, or just it can be used for that, but it's a lot deeper. We use instruments to help. We use instruments to put our energy and put our powers into, and to also gain new powers and abilities as well, right? You know what I'm saying? We used to use instruments. We use instruments for rituals as well. See, they want you to think that rituals is a bad thing. Voodoo bad. That's what they want you to think. It's your intentions. It's your perception. Are you going into a voodoo practice trying to do something negative, or are you going into the voodoo practice to do something positive? It's your intention. It's your energy. I talk about this all the time. Whatever energy you give out, that's the same energy that you get back in return. Universe, God, Allah, Yahweh, El, whatever name you like to call it, the Most High, whatever name you like to call it, it works. It's a reflection. It's like a mirror. You do this to the mirror does that right back, right? That's how life is. If you be negative, you're going to get negative in return. You be positive, you're going to get positive energy back in return, right? Now look, right? So with instruments, right? Instruments are very powerful, right? And what a lot of people don't realize is that instruments talk. See, they showed us this in cartoons. You thinking, oh, it's just a cartoon, they don't really talk. No, the instruments talk. You ever been listening to an instrument and it's like, dang, why it sound like it's talking? Why it sound like I can kind of hear and like understand what it's saying? Because it is talking. It might actually be talking. See, instruments talk. The trees talk, right? The animals talk. The plants talk. The real ones do. The real animals, the real plants, they talk. Nature talks. Mother Nature, Mother Kai talks. But how you gonna know if you're not in the Mother Nature? How you gonna know if you're not even trying to talk to Mother Nature, Mother Kai? How you know if you're not even giving gratitude and giving respect to Mother Nature and Mother Kai, and to the animals and to the insects and to the instruments as well? How are you going to know? Like I was talking about in the movie Sinners, when I was breaking down Sinners and I was decoding the movie Sinners, I did 2 parts on that. What happened? Might be some spoilers what I'm about to say, so if you don't want to get spoiled, you might want to click off this video now. But look, right? One of the main characters, he was playing the guitar. He attracted a low vibrational being by doing that, right? See, so like you can attract people and energies and spirits and things to you by playing instruments and by putting your energy and putting certain energies and putting certain powers into instruments, right? Instruments I'm not, it's something to be very mindful of. You know what I mean? Etc. But look, man, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. That's, my bad. Let me redo that. Now, look, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. I'm going to say it one more time. Just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. And I catch y'all for Muzz on next one, man. Peace.